of Duke. And so just south of even where station on that, we will let you know. Right now, though, we want to get another storm track with our chief meteorologist, David Payne. David, you've been doing a great job all night, you and all of our meteorologists and storm trackers.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a wild afternoon for sure. And we certainly had a risk and a threat for tornadoes today in the west and southwest. And man, I tell you what, this year has, it's been crazy for sure. Our count now, we're going to be well over 90 tornadoes for the year. And we average 57, and that's only basically those came in April and now May. So this year, our spring forecast was a big year in the Southern Plains, a big year in Oklahoma, above average tornadoes, and we certainly have been there. Andrew, what you got?
Right now, he's at the gas station right now filling up, and he said one of the people who lost their homes is actually at that gas station.
Can they talk to us? Can they talk? Let's go to Tom Pastrano. He knows what I'm going to do.
Set it up real quick, and I'll get back with you when I'm ready.
Okay, Tom, get it set up. Tell them we'd like to talk to them, and they can just be short and sweet and keep it clean, and we'll get them on the air. Okay, great. And we did this during the Cordell tornado. We just go over and start grabbing people and let them talk, and just tell them they've won the lottery and they're going to win something if they get on the phone with us. So I'm kidding. But everybody's great. Okies are all good. They'll get on the phone. They'll talk forever, right? So anyway, we love it. All right, so storm is shrinking. It's getting smaller now, no longer tornadic. That threat continues to diminish. Jeremy's down here, Val's down here, Brandon's down here. Marty back to the southwest on damage. And does Marty have damage right now?
Marty just talked to, I believe he said it was a firefighter, right? I believe it was who he was speaking with, and said the home that Val was showing.
With the roof and the chimney?
That's where Marty's headed. Yeah, he's a couple miles from there, and said that they think that home is gone at the moment. That has not.
Okay.
It might be a different home.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to follow with exactly where I've been told that home that Val got was, and what Marty has heard from a fire department and other first responders down there on what homes have been hit.
Okay.
And as you can imagine, it's chaos when you have multiple homes and multiple damaged areas.
And Tom is ready for for y'all.
Okay.
If y'all want to go to Tom again.
All right, let's go back to Tom Pastrano. And Tom, if you can hear me, can you ask her? Okay, go ahead. And hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, this is David Payne from News 9 in Oklahoma City.
So my name's Tammy Deo. I live out in the Creta Hills, south of Duke on Highway 34.
Okay.
We went into our shelter and came out, and we lost everything. All of our home, our garage, our travel trailer, everything is leveled, just completely leveled.
Okay.
And
All right. So,
we're on our way to a motel right now, but it was a nightmare, and we got hit really hard.
And we are so sorry for you and your loss and your family. Let me ask you a question. No injuries to you or your family or anybody that you know of, right? You're healthy right now.
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we got in our shelter and we listened to all of the warnings, and we're fine. And I thank you all for all of the warnings.
Well, you're welcome, and thank you for watching.
You saved our lives.
Well, thank you. Okay, so here, so real quick, is your house? I mean. Is it heavily damaged, or is it?
It's flat. It's completely flat.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so tell me again where you're located. I'm sorry, the little bit of delay here.
Oh, we are south of Duke on Highway 34, just off of Highway 34. And when we came out of our shelter, we had lost everything. Everything. Our mobile home, our garage, everything in it. All of our little surroundings, everything.
Wow.
Everything.
Wow. Well, we are so sorry, and we hate this.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we are so sorry. So you have a place to go tonight, is that right? Is that what you said?
We're going to go to a hotel because right now we have nothing and we're freezing wet, and I'm going to get going.
Okay. All right. Do you have friends and family in the area? Your church or friends and family that can help you? You're going to be good, right? You're going to be fine.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We're going to be fine. We're okay. We are not injured in any way, and that is praise the Lord. So there we go.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Well, there you go. Thank you. Thank you so much for talking to us. You're awful sweet. Wow. Okay. So a survivor, her house. She was watching the warnings, watching what was going on. They went to the storm shelter. You heard it all. They came out, and it was gone. Her house, the garage, everything. And that's exactly why we do what we do. For stories like that, we hate it, but it's part of where we live, and it's part of what happens. So, Lacey, let's back this up. She says
Marty has pretty significant looking damage in his shot.
Okay.
Right on, and he's right on 34, south
think
of Duke.
this may be
it may be her
the house.
home or her area
Okay.
for sure, David.
Yeah.
It's right where the tornado crossed 34.
Okay, let's go back to Marty Logan. And Marty Logan, we might have found the owner of that. We just interviewed the lady. You probably heard that. She's in Altus with Tom. And wow, goodness sakes. Okay, so Marty Logan, give us an update. What's there? What's not there? Was it a well-built house? Was it a mobile home, a modular home? What do you think by looking at it, and what's left?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, all I can see are cinder blocks. I'm going to zoom in. Now, I've got all the lights on, and right back there is part of the house. I'm zooming in on it. And, guys, I had to put it in four-wheel drive. This is clay. There were 2 power lines down across their driveway that I had to drive out in the pasture. This isn't all of it. I'm going to turn, if you'll hang with me, because I'm in four-wheel. And let's see. Hey, there's their cellar. If this is the correct place, right there is their cellar.
That's probably it. She said they went to the cellar. So you're probably
Okay, so
you're probably at the house
the
with the
cellar.
lady we just
so
spoke
right
with.
right here is their garage, and here's a car completely encapsulated with a garage. There's all right. So car, the lawnmower, the ladder, just a debris field. So you're looking south at where they would pull into their garage. So they would have got out of that car, and they would have walked northeast into what was their house, which I will turn again. And again, I'm in four-wheel drive in their drive. And you hit the brakes here, and you just keep sliding.
Wow.
So I'm just turning around, and that's their house. That's where the house was.
Okay.
And that debris back there, I assume, is the house right back here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Marty, she just said they left their home, they were watching, went to the storm shelter, and there you go. And I think you have found her house.
Yep. So they walked out of that. They walked out of that house and walked right there, listening to you and Val to get into safety. There's a tree right here that I remember Val talking about mesquite trees, and I found some in the road here.
Yeah.
Here's a tree with some of their insulation and their belongings stuck into that tree. They live on a hill, and this house is probably about 100, 200 yards off the highway. But you have to come in a gate and drive probably the equivalent of 2 to 3 blocks to get back in here. Well, the power lines are down, and I'm driving out in their pasture in four-wheel drive to get here to it. So,
Okay.
man, Val caught it, and y'all were talking about it, and I was coming from Lipscomb, Texas, as fast as I could.
Marty, you did an amazing job today to get back down here and cover damage, and this is just as important as covering the tornado. Tell the stories of what happened, because these people are going to need help. Some of them, financially, they're going to be okay. Others, not so much. So it takes help from friends and neighbors and sometimes viewers. And how you get the story out is shots like this. These people are going to need help. That lady said she's going to get she's wet and cold and she's tired, and they're going to go to a hotel in Altus. But then they come back to nothing, right? So they're starting over from ground zero. All right, Marty, stay there for a little while longer. We'll come back to you here in just a little bit. We're still tracking storms. Oh, let's go to Links 1 here real quick. I'm going to point out, here's Marty right here, right? Now, watch this right here. Watch the hook go right over them. Right there. And that was it. Right? Right there. One more time. Let's kind of stop that if we can, right?
Yeah. And if you want David to go also, once we're done to Links 2,
Okay.
I've got the path drawn there.
Right here. Boom. Tornadoes hitting. There's their house. Inside the debris ball. Okay, go to debris detector.
And it's just behind
Yeah.
right here. I just
It's
looked
fine.
at that. There you go.
There's your debris.
Oh, you're on Link said 2. Okay, we'll go over there.
Links 2.
We got it. I'll zoom in over here. Hang on.
Okay.
I was on a different box.
Okay. Here's the tornado. Here's the hook. There's Marty. There's their house. There's their house right there. Links 2. Okay. Debris. And what about velocity data? What do we have over us at this point?
Well, let's switch back to Links 1.
Oh, Links 1.
Yep. Because
Okay.
that's where I've got the track drawn. So we'll
Oh,
go
yeah.
back to Links 1. You can kind of see it better. There's the debris
Okay, debris
at that time.
over their house. It's hitting them at 7:23. And EF2, EF3. What are your winds there?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, what are you looking at?
that's
124.
when it was
Oh,
maxing out.
yeah. No, EF4 was violent. Violent tornado. EF4. Violent tornado. Okay. All right, one more time. Let's go back to just regular radar here. Let's talk about the storms down south.
Current.
And then, Jen, I hear you. Let's go back to that real quick. And
All right,
nothing
here we go.
tornadic, nothing headed for Oklahoma City. All right, this is all still down in southwest Oklahoma.
I'll tell you, the track of this, though, has started to lift a little bit more, David,
Yeah, we need to watch that.
to the east, a little bit more, maybe up to the north. But
Yeah, and
it's
folks,
a far cry from what it was.
Again, it's a wind and hail producer right now. Some of the data says this shrinks, but like we've been saying, really, we'll see. But this is going to go right over Apache, Lake Ellsworth, Cement, and it's going to try to come in an Ennecaw, and if it holds together, it might head up towards the southwest metro. We got to watch that, but right now, not tornadic wind and hail with that. Folks, we're going to take a break. We'll be back, as always. 7 News 9. We'll keep you advised.
Oklahoma is the mother of all Memorial Day sales at David Stanley Dodge, where $1 down could get you into any new vehicle with a lower payment. Leave high car